Hello and welcome to Honeycomb. We're doing more Colosseum games. 3K, 4v4, stack v stack. Team 1 ANS, Team 2 OSP, Xenophon Barrett, Hellcringe, Who is Hunter, and Jordan Zhu on ANS. Killer Banana, Das, Cosmic, and Pyrope on Team 2 OSP. Looks like we're dropping down with the OSP team. ANS team is a destroyer. Thought it was gonna sell over a second. Womp womp. PvD. Flat black, maybe Hunter's paint scheme. Yep. One Beam DD with missiles. One Spy Frig. What the fuck? Oh, okay, hold on. One VLS2 Sprinter. Okay, those have hybrids in them. Two. What is going on? What is this build? One Blanket Sprinter. One more hybrid Sprinter. Another hybrid Sprinter with blankets, and then the other hybrid Sprinter has Pinard on it. Alright. That's kind of odd, but good luck with that. Jordan bringing a... Wow, that is a lot of different kinds of missiles. A 450 Axford with a ton of missiles on it. Some... What the fuck? He's even got missiles on the side mounts. Alright, I look forward to seeing that. I hope it works for him. One Jamarains with a hang-up. And one Chance Runner with a bullseye. Xenophon's got a fighting voxel and a whole armada of cap ships. That's 2 Rains, Spyglass, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That doesn't seem right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Sprinters, 4 of which have torpedoes and 120 cannons. Multi-mission sprinters, I guess we could call these defender and chaff box. Wow, already some missiles being fired out. Not gonna find anything though. This next group might. That is the ANS team. Let's go through the OSP team. We got Cosmic Eradicator here with an Ocello. Is this a real build? Yeah, it's like a normal build, it seems like.
The enemy is securing
450 Ocello, Sarissas, Omni Soft Gill. 250 bulk freighter with containers on the backside, presumably decoys. He does love them, yes, but he's also got some missile ships. In fact, only 2 of these are decoys. Or missile containers, rather. Oh boy. This is gonna be one of those casts. I can already feel it. 2 T-20 shuttles. Das has presumably a small armada of MMTs. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that one's dead. 4. Oh, these are no. Okay, so 2 MMTs, and 1, 2,
The enemy is securing zone
3, 4, 5 torpedo tugs. Alright, I'd like to know what kind of torpedoes we have in those. Currency conversion. S1, he's also got 2 scouting capping shuttles. Killer Banana's got the same build as last time. A pair of 450 bulkers with semi-active S2s in the backpack, which are currently being fired at the battleship. Let's watch these go in. And 2 lighthouse shuttles. Pyrope has 2 monitors with C90s on them, as well as containers and S2s. That is a lot of money in those monitors. Alrighty, ooh, Rock PD for most of these missiles. I think 2 are gonna get through, but they're gonna get hard killed by normal PD. Or just miss. This is a colossal waste of munitions. Looks so. Ooh, no. One of the support ships is gonna get got by S2s. Sarissa gun frigate. That's pretty expensive. Yeah, this is like 400 points down the tubes. In addition to those monitors, Pyrope has 1 LRT and 2 capping gun shuttles. During all of this, there have been little mini scout fights breaking out all over the map. We've seen them on Echo. We saw a little missile engagement above Charlie, or what point is this? Delta. And there's also a little scuffle going on Delta, in which a sprinter has lost its reactor. Still has torps though, or is that's a hybrid? A-React hybrid. No way this gets through. Ooh, Aurora. OSP has a bit of a cap advantage here. They've got Bravo, they've got Delta. They're probably going to get Echo. No one has Charlie. It's a bit of a graveyard right now. Both teams have sent cappers up there, and both teams have lost all those cappers. There's an engagement happening over around the ANS side of the Charlie Delta line. And oh my, the beam destroyer is taking a lot of damage. That's going to be painful over the long term for the ANS. They really need that to defend their caps, especially since they only have the one, which is very surprising. In general, we haven't seen very many beam destroyers tonight. We saw quite a few on Tombstones, and ANS absolutely crushed on that game. But, whoa. Okay, no, that got killed. But in the other matches, ANS has been struggling pretty hard, and they haven't really had much in the way of beam destroyer presence on the map. More massive S2 strikes getting massively soft killed by all the chaff spam. Even though semi-active does give you some resistance to chaff if you micro, not if you're completely surrounded in chaff. You can't off-angle the illuminators enough to handle that. There's the lovely 2 bombs.
He did get a couple missiles through.
Oh, really? On the battleship? Oh, yeah, I see
Like
the... I see him. Yeah, I see the holes. Oh, there's a 3rd explosion up on Charlie. Thank you, Puppy, for picking that up. So Axford's in pretty good health, seeing a few 450 rounds, but nothing he can't repair. Most of the damage is from flank at this point. A lot of jamming going down the field, but it doesn't seem to be enough. Man, I really want these strikes to land. Containers! Command ARAD. Oh, man. Pyrup and I were talking about this. With decoys on them the other night. This is going to get through. Ooh, nope. That's sad. All the decoys out of arc. And Defender handles the containers. All belong. Counter battery going out. Command home on jam hybrids. I don't think this bulk freighter has anything to deal with these. It's got some flak. Which... Oh, and a strike from above as well. Imminent domain in big trouble. It's got tons of restorers, it's got tons of DC teams. It can get to cover and do some repairs and get back in the fight, but it's going to be a while. And the longer it's eating 450... Oh, my. Yeah, 450 punching out a lot of components. Going to make those repairs much more expensive. And there goes the drive. This thing might just be dead. Losing a drive in a liner is usually certain death. You need that agility to survive, especially in the face of a battleship, an Axford, and a little squadron of missile sprinters. Oh, I guess that's why these have the VLS-2s. These are not cap ships. These are medium-ranged, medium investment missile sprinters, like mid-range missile sprinters, although they have just fired a lot of missiles at a decoy. From Cosmic, no less. There he goes. I love it. Puppy's been on the 450 good grind in Balcon for a while now, and he's certainly right. It's a good tool when combined with other things. No doubt about that. Just think Plasma 100 are so hegemonic because you can bring them on like one ship can do that pretty effectively. It's kind of hard to combine 450 with others. It takes teamwork, but the teamwork honestly is really, really strong. I mean, this bulk freighter didn't have a chance to contribute hardly anything to the match. It fired off some shots. It launched a bunch of missiles that mostly got soft killed. And then it ate some hybrids, got reduced down to 1 HP, and the 450 just boink Finished it off. Very cool to see. Good teamwork out of the ANS team. Who was that? That was Barrett and Hunter working together. Hunter now seems hesitant to missile any of the bulk freighters back here. Not sure what's a decoy and what's real. So OSP gonna get away with the Charlie cap for now. We've got 3-2 on the caps. OSP has not quite a 100-point lead. S3 HHKP heading for the Socello. I don't think these are gonna get through the Sarissas. Command ARAD. Are they really gonna get through the Sarissas? Oh, no way they get through the Auroras. And see a fucker. Oh! It misses? Did he really MCon and still fire the interrupt? I think he did. Very bright. No, that's a Lyrebird too. I'm not sure. Not sure what happened there. Big S2 missile strike coming out of Pyro. Oh man, I've been wanting to watch missiles absolutely annihilate something all game. We got to see it with the Bulker. I think there's a chance we're going to see it again with this battleship. Yes, they have decoys! Yes! Oh, defenders, eat your heart out. Bonk. Bonk. Oh, man. OSP really needs some 450 to follow it up. They've got it with the Ocello. I don't think that's enough output. One of the bulk freighters is in range too. Solomon's also drive critting? No, mag critting. Look at all this. He's only got 13 DC teams, which is quite a few, but not enough for this much damage. Not to fix it fast. Ellen's on reload, but there is a missile strike coming in. There's also chaff, but the chaff has faded. Oh man. I think it's gotten out of range of the semi-active. Yep. All these are gonna miss. Womp womp. I think this thing's mag crits. No, it's gonna be repaired just barely. Less than 10 seconds to spare. Or 11 seconds to spare, exactly. Damn. Our predictions are terrible today. Hunter and Cosmic playing makeout games on Charlie. I'm sure they're having fun with that. Bonk. Dust trying to get something done on the caps, but I mean, OSP's already ahead. I don't think he needs to be pushing. Oh, he's okay. I see. He's not pushing Alpha. He's just taking an eye on it. That's much better. Much better. Yeah, ANS just bottled up into their little hole back here. We got kind of 6,000 points of ship parked back, controlling Delta. Well, attempting to control Delta, but they don't actually have control of Delta. Controlling Alpha, which nothing has challenged Alpha, and attempting to control Charlie, which they don't have control of either. I'm seeing a lot of ANS commitments with big ships into areas that they can't actually maintain control of with those big ships because they aren't properly supported by smaller vessels today. It's quite unfortunate. I think more beam destroyers would solve that problem. Or scouts. It's really been losing ANS the games. 450 going after an Axford, but the Axford pretty handily dodging. Firing 450 back at an Ocello, which I think is also decently dodging. Not amazingly, but it's gonna be a long time before that Ocello dies. Their big missile strike here. I don't think this is gonna land. Or is this the... Okay, this is Pyro's missile strike, not the semi-active. So yeah, that's gonna do... That's gonna do that! There's another nearly dead ship. OSP just needs the follow-up. Which they unfortunately don't have right now. because the monitors aren't enough to be their own follow-up, especially if they're using the bomb. The Solomons managed to go from red as fuck to autumnal. And back in the fight, spent most of its restores. Still has a few in reserve just in case. And it's in... Man, that does a lot of damage repaired on this thing. And it's back in the fight. It doesn't have any plasma, although a lot of its armor has been scorched off by missile strikes. So any 450 rounds are going to have an advantage there. He did not repair the antenna? Really? It did not repair the antenna. Okay. Oh, I think he repaired one of the side antennas instead of the big one. Because that one always gets shot out anyways. Let's take a look at the mounts. Bullseye, cannon defender. I know there's an antenna on this thing. Where is it? There it is. It's up in the corner. Yeah, he repaired that antenna. That's a weird spot to put mounts. I don't like that. Steadily getting better at reading. Oh, these monitors are in trouble. They're getting hybrid struck. Although I think these monitors have expended most of their payload at this point. So that's maybe not... Yeah, almost all their payload, in fact. So while that is useful, that's not as much money as it could be. These are some expensive boats, but they've expended most of their munitions. And these monitors probably going to be able to survive. But they're going to be in really bad shape. They're not going to be able to repair quite as effectively as the Solomon or the Axford will be able to. Although the Axford might not be able to repair it at all. It's currently getting shelled by 450 fire from a bulk freighter. And when Axfords get missiled and then 450, they usually just die. And there's the drives. Got one restore left. Could chain restore everything, but I think the CIC is going to get punched out before too long. Maybe not. It's been firing HE. Yeah, bulk freighter's on reload now, so that thing's going to technically survive a little longer. But it's out of the fight, and I don't think it's coming back. Voxel managed to cap Bravo. Oh! Kill some missiles. A few more land into the engine. Good take with that Voxel. ANS finally ahead on caps, but they're behind by a little under 200 points. They're about 260 points behind. That's not correct. It's 240. There's that 140. Man, I should not do math. Yeah, it's 140. Jeez. Probably I'm pretty good about doing math on recording, but as previously stated, as per my last email, today is just a fucking day and a half. Another strike. Where are these gonna go? Nope. Another sad day for the missileers out there. As 10 cents of chaff that you can pick up at any dime store destroys the most advanced and high-tech missiles in the galaxy.
The enemy secured zone Boxer.
Semi-active, no terminals, 2 pointers. Bonk, another strike on the Solomon. Bad angle for the Solomon, and it takes a bunch of damage. It does not have the restores to recover almost entirely this time. And it's only got, okay, a couple of restores gone out. In fact, some of the restoring lockers are getting burned down, so the restores are going to have to get wasted on those. Ooh, but you spend one, get one. And it's not really worth. Might only be able to fix up one thing, and I'm not sure what you spend it on at this point. Probably the antenna once it inevitably burns down. Maybe it won't. There's a DC team already in there. Hunter finally making the move on Charlie, gonna be able to cap it. However, OSP has managed. There's been, so the entire time we've been watching the Capitals fight it out over here at the Delta Charlie line, and the weird liner versus missile sprinters engagement as well. There's been this little cap fight going on over here on Echo. We've been sort of seeing images of it when we're on the tac screen, if you have looked over there. But I haven't been focusing on it at all. And currently OSP has the advantage here. MMT good, although this MMT is getting shelled, and it looks like yet another sprinter is going to come over here and possibly get a kill. These torch sprinters are really good at killing the multi-mission tugs. I don't know why. Oh, also, in case you've been living under a rock, I have occasionally had people ask, what is an MMT? Though that usually happens in new players and not on the comments or in my Discord. It stands for multi-mission tug. It's tug with a gun on the nose, a jammer, soft kill, point defense, usually, ooh, 2 container lands on that voxel. That voxel's in big trouble. Now we can go up here and demonstrate the MMT. Yeah, jammer, pinpoint, missiles, and anti-missile tool. Sometimes point defense, but usually AMMs these days. It's making the absolute most out of the tug, which is it's a good little hull. You can cram a lot of shit on this dumpy little thing. It can't really win a fight with like a dedicated combat ship, but it's a really strong cap gaming tool because of its ability to deny vision with the jammer, to soft kill missiles, and then to kill enemy ships in return with its missile launcher on top. Now we see the torps. Yeah, so this is why the torps are really good against these MMTs. They'd get absolutely annihilated by the Pavis version, but since the AMM version is more common, the Torp comes in, eats 3 AMMs, doesn't care, and then just sort of kills the tug anyways. It's got so much raw damage that it can do a lot to these really beefy tug noses. I know that's a little counterintuitive, but because of the shape and the component layout of the tug nose, it's really strong. Torp's good, and that's why we have 1 sprinter and 2 dead tugs on Echo, and I think we're about to have another dead tug on Echo. Also, the voxel supported this fight a little bit earlier. Yeah, this tug's got its nose aimed, but oh, has this lost its CLS-3? Damn, I'm not sure how that happened. Must have been one of the last 100 mil shells. That's unfortunate, 'cause presumably it has stuff in it. Yeah, it still has a load of 3. That's very unfortunate. So the tug is going to get the last laugh here. I'm surprised this isn't firing its turret. Ah, the basic CIC is also out. Let's see if we can suss together what happened. Yeah, this had to just be 100 mil because no missiles have hit this sprinter. All right, back to the action. We've got Cosmic Eradicator. Solo has flanked all the way around to the ANS spawn and is firing at the Axford, which has stood itself up. It has its missiles and nothing else. It doesn't even have all its missiles, and these are going to go down real fast to the 450 fire. Missile mounts are not very survivable. VLS slightly more survivable than MLS, though I don't know why. I'm not sure if that's like an HP thing or just a mount shape thing. I don't know. I'm sure someone will discover why that is at some point. Jordan dips, which is understandable. He's basically dead. Oh, the sprinter could be flown around and like capture points. So that's a bit of a waste there. But I don't think ANS is coming back. They're behind on caps again, and they're now behind 200 points again / for real this time. Fire's trying to move in to capture Charlie, but these missile sprinters are here. How many more? Oh, that's just a jam sprinter. Is this? Where are the missile sprinters? Where have these gone? All right, they're playing around on Bravo. Yeah, it looks like they're all playing around on Bravo, but I don't think they have much of the way of missiles left. No, they're all out of missiles. So they can't actually cap this. Well, they can. They do have 120. They can kill this eventually. Oh, and one of the MLS3s is down. And this is a problem with the Torp tugs, especially if you're playing them dispersed. These MLS3 launchers go down real quick. Beam? I thought the beam destroyer was out, but it has come around the corner here and obliterated the last remains of Pyrops monitors. Oh, this thing is in bad shape. This thing will die to its
The enemy
knees.
secured Zone Atlas.
A strong sneeze, a sturdy sneeze, but, you know, a sneeze nonetheless. OSP now has 4 points. 400 losing his spyglass frig. Womp womp. You know, things are bad when the spy frigs are getting shot at by bulk freighters, because there's so many more important targets on the map, but... I mean... not alive. As Solomon trying so desperately to get something done, but it can barely move. Its entire forward thruster array is burnt out. Partially to missiles, partially to flank damage. Some of the rear thrusters are pretty heavily damaged too. It's lost 1 main engine. It's got 2 that are orange. Oh my. This thing is not going anywhere fast. Look at that. It can barely keep up with the space drag, the liquid titanium that we're all flying through.
The enemy secured zone boxer.
And as has managed to secure Charlie, which is good for them. But they're still eating a lot of fire from the bulk freighters. Well, these 450s aren't really able to get good lands on the Reigns, so maybe it's fine. Ooh. They weren't shooting for the Reigns, they're shooting for the Destroyer. And they did manage to pop out that drive again. Last restore is being spent on this. Bobby says ANS may still have this, but I don't know. I don't think so. There's so little on the map that can fight. Although, yeah, I mean, if you look at it, so does OSP. Got 1 250 bulk freighter that's pretty beat up. 1 450 Acello that's kind of beat up. Engaging a Solomon. Oh, he could actually just take this fight against the Solomon and kill it. He probably doesn't realize. A tug that's gonna... Oh, right, this thing has a gun on it. A tug that's gonna maintain the cap on Echo and slowly shave off these scouter ships. So that is actually pretty good. Another tug behind Bravo that's gonna get murdered because it's only technically alive. Capping shuttle on Alpha. Alright, Anus is dipping. And then the 450 bulk freighter. Did the destroyer? Yeah, the destroyer got schwacked by the bulk freighter. And then Pyro's 2 scout tugs. Scout, what are these shuttles? One of our newer additions to the Colosseum, Barrett, still hasn't surrendered yet. Notice that happens sometimes with the new people if they categorically refuse to surrender. I don't know why that is. I gotta fight! Nah, game's over. Let's get to the next one. And there he goes. Looks like his team has convinced him. GG! It was a pretty good game. It was relatively one-sided, but it was a very enjoyable match to watch. It was a good fight. God, Hunter's fucking fleet tag. What is that? Cosmic Eradicator congratulating his own team. Very nice. Man, Jordan's struggling to get anything done. That feels bad. 20k on his fucking cap voxel? Alright. I did way more than I realized. Not even sure what all that fought. I know it engaged a couple of tugs. Presumably that has to be like 3 or 4 tugs. In fact, we can see it over here. Oh, right, but these don't. These don't say like what they are. Just kind of annoying. Well, it's DAS. Alright, so I think these are tugs. All the DAS ones are tugs. Pyrops is shuttle. Deholland's bananas. I think that's a shuttle too. I think that's his Illuminator shuttle.
Shake my head, bro.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Hunter didn't really contribute anything to that game at all.
Casual 40k, absolutely nothing.
But that's okay. That happens sometimes to the new players.
Mm-hmm.
I'm playing like shit today.
I don't know. 20k on that voxel is pretty good.
Yeah, but like that was just like 3 tugs. Honestly, that's just like 3 tugs worth of damage.
I really enjoyed the
I-
monitors.
I thought you guys still had a chance until ADD got schwacked.
Yeah, that was the problem, because like they're fucking. I don't understand how most of their shit on the left side just like didn't die. I'm pretty much the reason the monitors died. Fucking Cosmic was fucking around with me the whole game with his stupid 250 lining. Almost got me at the start there too. It was pretty.
That 250 liner was the MVP.
Yeah, it definitely was.
So, on the left side of the map, the 2 capitals were too busy chaffing and imconning and trying to not die to missiles to do much damage. And then they died to missiles when Pyrope showed up with like real missiles.
I don't even understand how
My
they hit
missiles
though.
were.
Because,
I just got.
dude,
Yeah.
They literally had command act, and they had an interrupt plus chaff, and they still fucking hit. So like,
If the interrupt range is close enough, then the can just
just a
decide.
CR10, dude, no way.
Nah,
CR10
those
CR10
monitors were
can't
way too
penetrate.
far away.
You
A
guys
CR10
can
cannot
look at
penetrate
it.
an interrupt at 3 kilometers.
Then that's just some luck.
Did the interrupt never
Yeah.
fire?
No, they
Apparently
never
not.
fired.
Oh.
Wow. Yeah, dude, never used, bro. Okay, this explains everything.
That
You gotta turn them on manually. Like it
Yeah.
says it'll turn on automatically, it won't. You gotta turn it on manually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
I was wondering
Right,
what Pyrope was
skill
being about
issue.
to get away with that.
I will say I think command act is actually just objectively worse than pure command because, or command SAH at least, because it will get chaffed as opposed to just going straight.
Command ARAD, dude. That's
Yeah, command. Well, if you have the points, command ARAD. If you don't have the points, then command
Yeah.
command SAH.
Maybe. I mean, there's definitely an argument for it.
I don't know. It's just like who doesn't carry chaff now, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
those
I mean,
fucking
you could
ships
also-
did, and they died anyways.
You
That's
can just
true.
you can just get lucky and people don't use an interrupt. So there's that.
Yeah.
If you don't know, you don't know. So it's like it's the way it is. Anyway, I'll be right back.
I need to put AMMs in that fleet so I can deal with hybrids better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna close this up. Okay. That was that game. That was a good match. I liked it. I love watching Pyro kill things with missiles. Because, like, nobody else kills things with missiles anymore. Because missiles are just kind of bad, but I don't know what Pyrope's deal is. I don't know if it's like game sense or raw fucking luck. But she kills shit with missiles. It's nice to see because I love missiles. I don't get to kill shit with missiles anymore either because I can't pull that sort of thing off. Well, not in these games. I mean, anything goes in pubs, but not in these stat games. Anyways, that's enough licking the local e-thought. I hope you enjoyed that, dear viewer. I certainly did. I wish you a good night.